Hey boys and girls, this is Mrs. Pravin, and I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to use an awesome add-on called EasyBib. So within your Google Drive, we're going to go up to the button and click New, and we want to create a new document, clicking it. We need to title our document. The God that I had for my research example for you was almonds. So I'm going to title my document Almonds References. From there, I'm going to go over to add-ons and click it. I want to get add-ons, so it's just like your phone when you're trying to download an app. We're going to try to get an add-on that's going to help us with referencing information from websites. So click Get Add-ons. At this point, we are going to look for EasyBib. So if I just scroll down, it's right here. Sometimes you'll have a little rectangle, sometimes it's a bigger one. This one happens to be a bigger one this time. Last time it showed up different for me. But we're going to get this free add-on by clicking this free button. This is just a request for permission. We want to say yes, we will allow for all this to happen. Click the button. And now it's ready to go. In order for us to now use the add-on, I have to let it know that. So I'm going to go up to add-ons now. Since I have it, it's always going to be here somewhere. So just like your apps, they show up on your phone as tiles. It shows up like this on your add-on for your document. So here I'm going to scroll down to EasyBib, and I'm just going to hover over to Manage Bibliography. It's going to bring it up over on the right side as far as the information that I have to use or type in. So I have some things I have to do. You'll notice I can choose book, journal article, or website, and you'll see it turns slightly darker gray. We're going to be using websites, so I'm going to leave it clicked at website. The type of style I'm going to use is APA. There's actually three kind of main popular styles people use. There's MLA, APA, and Chicago. We're going to stick with APA, and they're just slightly different on kind of how they're organized, what kind of information goes where when we reference it. So we're going to click APA. Now what I need to do is I need to insert or paste the website URL, which is the address. So I'm going to kind of click there for now, but I'm going to go to my wiki page then. And this is the page that we've been using for our Prezi project of our god or goddess for ancient Egypt. So I already have listed some websites I told you were okay to use. So let's pretend that by clicking we're going to be referencing, we need to reference Amen on this particular website. Maybe there's something that I used and paraphrased for to include into my Prezi. So since I need to reference it, I'm going to go up into the URL area and I'm just going to click. It highlights it, and I'm going to push Control-C for copy. I'm going to go back to my reference page, and within that URL spot, I'm going to do a Control-V for Velcro or paste. Now I just push the search button, and it's going to search all the websites until it finds that particular URL, and it's going to reference it for me. Now, before I did that, I should have made sure what was my title of that website. And sure enough, it was called Gods and Goddesses. So I'm going to select that now because, yep, that's the one I want. And now it's done this awesome thing for us. It's put the title. The next thing we have to have is a date, and this particular website does not have a date, so it says no date is what the ND stands for. We retrieved it today. That's something we have to include for when we reference. And then, of course, from that particular URL has to be there as well. So I want to use this. I'm going to put Add to Bibliography by pushing this button. Now it's going to place it over here onto my document to keep track of all the references that I am trying to input into this document. It titles it for you to start off with, and you'll notice it starts with the G for now. I'm pointing that out because every time you reference a different website and it creates the bibliography for you over here, it will add it over again into alphabetical order. So let's do this again and think through how this process works. We have to decide, is it a book, a journal article, or a website? Again, we're using website, so that's darker gray. We want it to be APA style, and let's go ahead and practice again. We have to insert a website. So let's say that I happen to use information from this site that I really liked and paraphrased and included into my project. So I'm going to find Amen, and this was the page for him. And let's say I use something and I need to then reference this website. So again, I click up in the URL and it highlights it for me. I'm going to push Control C to copy. I'm going to go back into my reference Google Doc, and I'm going to Control V or paste for my URL, and I'm going to search that. And sure enough, it brought it up. It was called Amen. It was God of Egypt. That's what I want, so I'm going to select it, and it's going to bring up the way it needs to be referenced. And looks good. I'm going to go ahead and add it now to my Google document by pushing the button. And voila, it's there. This was my first one. It started with a G. You'll notice that it put it in alphabetical order, so it put it above the first one I inserted. So it's not going to keep adding the same things over again. It's only going to add your reference once. And so we're good to go. Hope this helps, and good luck, everybody.